Assalamu alaikum, my dear friends. How are you? My name is Abdul Khalik. Dear friends, all of us want to succeed. All of us want to be happy, and that is something quite natural, dear friends. But unfortunately, most of the people, overwhelming majority of the people, they are not satisfied with what they have achieved. They don't think that they have achieved what they should have achieved. They don't think that they have reached where they should have reached. So it actually means that they are not satisfied with their accomplishment, with the kind of results which they have produced. They are not satisfied with that at all. We need to do something. We need to do something serious about that, dear friends, because the time is passing very quickly. And maybe not so long ago, we will not be here in this world at all. So, before leaving this world, it is important that we do what we really wanted to do. Since we really want to succeed, so for all that reason, I think that there is something to learn, something to adopt, because just by wishing, just by even simple hard work, we might not be able to achieve what is needed to achieve. So, if at all we are genuinely serious about becoming a successful person, if at all we really want to become a successful person, we need to do certain things. We need to learn certain things. We need to develop certain skills in us. Yes, we definitely need to develop certain skills in us. Those skills are going to be talked about, are going to be debated upon as far our today's discussion is concerned. And we will speak on the subject 12 simple skills to master. 12 simple skills to master if you really want to be successful in life. Do I or you really want to be successful in our life? If the answer is yes, I think then we need to learn these 12 simple skills, and it will create a lot of difference. It will definitely create learning and practicing those 12 simple skills. It will create a lot of difference. What are those skills? Let's talk about each one of these. Let's talk about those 12 simple skills. What are these? One by one, we are going to have a look upon all of these 12 simple skills. First is embrace a growth mindset. Embracing a growth mindset. What is this growth mindset, by the way? It actually means that we can develop the very basic abilities we have been gifted by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, like the brains, like the talent. We can develop, and we can develop it up to great extent. We can seek a lot of benefit the more developed we are. As far these basic capabilities are concerned, the more we succeed in developing, the more better results and the more bigger successes we can achieve in that respect. So, that is embracing the growth mindset, believing in that and developing, identifying our talents first, developing and polishing our talents then. Number two, it is master effective communication. Master effective communication. What is this, by the way? Communication matters and matters a lot. Primarily, we, the human being, are superior than the other creation because of our communication. Communication matters a lot. Although there are other differences between us and other communication, other creations of Allah, but as for the communication is concerned, I think we need to learn to communicate better. We need to communicate effectively for the reason that there is a lot we can get from other people. There is a lot which we need to do with other people, and that all can be done successfully. That all can be done in a better way if at all we are good in communication, communicating well with other people. That is extremely important. And let's go toward the fourth simple skill which we need to learn, and that is cultivate emotional intelligence. Cultivation of emotional intelligence, being emotionally intelligent. What is meant by it? We need to know what kind of emotion and the human beings are having, what kind of emotion I usually experience, what emotion I have, I am experiencing, what emotion am I experiencing at the moment. So this is all what we need to understand. I think that then, if what emotions are negative and what emotions are positive, how to control the negative emotions, how to learn and better utilize the positive emotions. So all of that is called emotional intelligence. We need to learn it. We need to cultivate the emotional intelligence. And the fifth is develop financial literacy. Developing of the financial literacy, that is so much important for the reason that this financial literacy will tell us what are the financial matters, what to do and what not to do, what is good and what is bad, and what how something work best. And I think so certain families here in our societies, certain families here in our society, they are taught this financial education, like the family of Sheikh Baradri, like the family of Khwaja Bagan Baradri, like certain other families as well. So I think so. This can some of the families are teaching it to their newcomers outside the madrasa or the school. They learn it at their home by their parents. I think that we need to learn this financial literacy, as it means a lot, because literacy, primarily the simple literacy, mean being able to read and write. And then came the computer literacy, then came the computer literacy, and thirdly, the most common and the most preferred, the more liked literacy is the financial literacy. It is very, very important. And if at all we are able to learn this financial literacy, it will create a big difference. Robert Kiyosaki has done a lot of work, and if at all somebody is interested in getting the financial literacy, it could be learned from the philosophy of, it could be better learned from Robert Kiyosaki. And dear friends, now the sixth is practice gratitude. Practicing of the gratitude. We need to become a grateful person instead of criticizing others, instead of complaining. It is far better. It is far better to, dear friends, develop a gratitude. Developing the attitude of gratitude. It is really, really important. Developing the those who are not grateful, they are seen complaining quite often, they are seen criticizing quite often, and this the two of these, they are seen moaning and groaning quite often. My dear friends and fellows, I think that we need to control it, because this thing create a state of unhappiness, and this unhappiness will turn us into an unsuccessful person. It is really important that we people develop the attitude of gratitude. Now, the seventh is to cultivate patience. We need to cultivate patience. We need to become a patient person, because patience is one of the most important virtues, maybe one of the extremely important virtues. And if at all somebody is lacking this patience, it actually means that they lack a lot. So develop the patience. And now the eighth such skill is develop time management skill. Developing the time management skill. Time is the most important commodity. Time is something which is more important than anything else. So for all that reason, we should learn to manage it. The time mean life. We have been given the life in the form of time. We have been given the life in the form of the time. So the time must be cared a lot, must not be squandered here and there, and must be utilized in the best possible manner. And now the next is, it is a foster resilience. Foster resilience. What is this resilience, by the way? It is the developing the ability to withstand the toughness of life. It mean being able to withstand, being able to endure, and being able to recover quickly after the setback, after the failure, after the difficulty. Being able to recover quickly, and being able to withstand, being able to endure. And now, dear friend, the 10th is nurture relationships. Nurturing of the relationships, it is so important. Relationships matter, and relationships matter a lot. So we need to nurture the relationships, my dear friends. So this is really important, my dear friend. Having good relationships and not nurturing relationships, it creates a hell of difference. So never ignore this thing. So the 11th is embrace continuous learning. We need to learn continuously. We need to learn from cradle to grave. We need to keep learning throughout our life, because learning is directly connected with the growth, because learning is directly connected with the improvement. And if at all we are seeking the constant improvement, so we need to learn for all the time. And now the 12th and the last is empathy matters. Empathy matters. Develop the empathy. What is this empathy? Being able to put ourselves into the shoes of another person, and learning if I were in their position, what would have been doing. So most probably, I think having the empathy and not having the empathy, it creates a lot of difference. So develop empathy. These are, my dear friends, 12 basic skills we need to learn if at all we really want to become a successful, if at all we really want to become a happy person. Thank you very much.